Happy 2020, friendlies. A new year and a new decade. Wow, I'm excited. I don't know about you. And I don't know why, like, my overwhelming feeling this week has been like good riddance 2019. But literally, it wasn't that bad. I got to hike the PCT. Yes, it wasn't quite what I expected, or part of the PCT. Um I opened up my heart to a new puppy, and that didn't work out. And so that's definitely a sadness. But I'm looking forward to 2020. Looking forward to maybe, I was gonna say, I don't know, maybe opening my heart again. But my heart is open, despite some losses. But I just wanted to say good morning. And it is morning. You probably won't get this because I'm heading out for a hike, but you probably won't get this till afternoon. But I did want to just wish you a happy new year and talk to you about what you're doing. What are your thoughts for a new year and a new decade? And what are you hoping that the new year will bring? I know, I'm something is snowing behind me. I don't know what it is, but I keep seeing like feathers flying. But what are you doing? We don't believe in resolutions, really. I think we've talked about that. Most of you don't, and I don't necessarily believe in resolutions. But what do you hope to accomplish in 2020? I'm thinking about that this morning and thinking about it more over the last couple of days. I've had the pleasure to spend lots of time with people over the last couple of weeks and meet a lot of you, and made some new friends, and just had a lot of really good conversations. So there's a lot that's on my mind about you, my audience, and what your hopes and dreams and desires are, and why you watch me. And of course, with our friend Dennis passing away, it really kind of brought home for me what a lot of you are thinking and hoping for, I think. And so I woke up, I literally just woke up a little while ago. I'm drinking my coffee and just kind of was inspired to just turn on the camera and kind of talk off the cuff, because there's a lot that's kind of rolling around in my brain. The one thing that comes to mind is that I hope that I can continue to inspire you. I hope for you in 2020 that you find whatever your passion is, that you find yourself, that you find the courage that's within you, that you love about me, that you say you watch me because you think I'm courageous, you think I'm brave, you think I'm strong. And I just want to keep saying a million times that if you see that in me, it's because you have it within you, that I'm a mirror. A lot of it is a projection, and that whatever you see in me is something that you have within you. And hopefully I'm just helping you realize that and recognize that and find the strength to act on your dreams and your desires, and that ability to kind of say, a couple people have told me recently, men and women, that the reason they watch me is because they look at me and they're like, if she can do it, I can do it. Which has been my dream, my goal since day one, since my very first video. That's what I said. I'm going to show you that if I can do it, you can do it. Sometimes I'm going to maybe impart some practical wisdom and how-tos, but a lot of times it's going to be maybe a cautionary tale of what not to do. And that's just how I live my life. I said in a video recently that a lot of times I just jump. I think it was the Christmas Day live stream. Sometimes I just jump and figure things out as I go. That may or may not be the best way to do it for some people. It depends on who you are. But I want to continue to be here for you. I want to continue to show you what you can do. Because if I can do it, anybody can do it. And I want to talk a little bit about naysayers today. A little bit too. So a lot of you bring this up quite often. What do you do about naysayers? What do you do about people who just want to put you down, and people who just want to be negative and tell you you can't, or project their fears onto you and tell you that what you're doing is crazy? Well, as you know, I've had more than my fair share of negativity on YouTube, just from strangers, people who don't know me, people who think they know something about me because they watch me, but what they don't realize is that they're projecting, that they are negative, sad, for the most part, unsuccessful people who've not been able to achieve in their life the things that they've wanted. And so they're negative, and they project their crap on me, and that makes them hate me. And, I want to turn that around and say the same is true for you. And I actually had the privilege this week of kind of sort of coming face to face with one of my trolls. And spewing hate, ugly, vile hate. Accusing me of things that they all accuse me of. I'm a fake, I'm a fraud, I'm a hoax, I'm an e-begging scumbag because I'm so while I was a failure in life, I also happen to be a master manipulator, marketing person who has you all wrapped around my little finger so much that you just flower me with money. That's what they say. That's what they say. That I'm using my emotions. I'm using the death of my dog, if my dog was in fact real, to get people to pay me. And I just want to tell you that if I can withstand, well, okay, the reason that happens is because I'm doing things that most women don't do. And I'm especially speaking to the women right now. And you know that. I know that from the emails that I get saying, aren't you scared being out there? Women, it's dangerous for women to be out there all by themselves. And how dare a woman set boundaries and go to New Zealand instead of the RTR and take care of herself when she's grieving? How dare a woman be brave enough to go out in the middle of nowhere and live on public lands? You need a man. So I want to tell you, ladies, that I see this every single day as a woman who lives my life in the public eye, especially a 50-year-old woman who refuses to live the way that most people think women should live. I don't look like they think women should live. I don't live the way they think women should live. I don't make a living the way they think women should. I'm not giving, I'm not giving, how do I say this? Women are motherly. Women give their time freely. They don't, a lot of times stay-at-home moms don't get paid, right? So if you don't get paid to be a stay-at-home mom, how is that job valued in our society? It's not in a lot of ways, right? It's changing, definitely. But this idea that women are supposed to just give their time for free, which is what I see every day. That's why people think that that's why people can't understand how this can be a job and how it can also be a life work and how I can care about people and make money. People just don't understand. They can't understand because they don't have the maturity. They don't have the tools. They don't have the life experience. They don't have the ability to look at themselves and what's missing or their own shortcomings or why they haven't succeeded in life. To understand how I can make a living and still care about people on YouTube. And so the bigger message here, again, I'm a mirror. I'm reflecting what you two are capable of, and I'm here to show you and say I'm sharing all this because when you do something out of the norm, you're going to get pushed back, whether it's from your family, your kids, your friends, or whether it's from complete strangers, people you work with, you're going to get pushed back. People don't understand it. And so they either have to fear it or hate it or criticize it. And I'm a living example of that every single day just by having the audacity. I have the audacity to turn on the camera as a middle-aged woman looking like this, all natural. Don't care what men think about me. The real men like me. Hi, all you real men out there who tell me I'm beautiful just the way I am and who are here watching me because you don't mind a strong woman. You're not offended. Your manhood isn't threatened by me being independent like so many of my haters and trolls are threatened by me. And so they have to criticize me. They have to bring in they have to surround themselves with other people who just believe the worst about me to lift themselves up and feel more manly about themselves because I threaten them. My very presence threatens them. What I hope in 2020 is that we make an army of me's. I want more me's. I want more middle-aged women, natural, living your life your way to start figuratively marching the streets. I want you to go out and claim your space on this planet. Claim your space in society. That's another thing. As a 50-year-old woman, I'm supposed to be fading into the background. And how dare I take up space in the tune of 115,000 subscribers on YouTube? How dare I? I want you to dare, ladies. I want you to say, you know what? Fuck you. I am me. I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. And I have every right to live my life my way. I have every right to take up space. And I have every right to say fuck if I want to. You know? So many people want to put rules on us and how we behave and how we act and how we talk. It's my life. It's your life. Live it your way. And that's what I hope for in 2020. I am proud of what I do here on YouTube. I am proud that I can share myself honestly and vulnerably in a way that helps people feel less alone, helps people feel connected, helps people feel inspired. I am proud of everything I do here on YouTube. I am proud that people are so moved by my videos that they not only want to join Patreon, but they send me investments in my channel through PayPal. You're damn right, people send me money. And they send me money because I am making a difference. They send me money and they watch me because I have something my trolls will never have. Yep. Try as they might, they will never have this. This is I got this, so Carolyn's RV Life for passing 100,000 subscribers. I passed 100,000 right before I got on the PCT, and I actually wasn't going to have them send it to me because it's stuff. I don't usually need stuff, but what I was going to do is I had it sent to my friend's house, and I was going to have her put it in my final resupply box, and I was going to take it to the Canadian border with me when I got there, when I got to the terminus, and I was going to do video with me holding this at the Canadian terminus and thanking you, all of you, for helping me, you know, pushing me along the way. I only did about half of the hike, but still, I have this. So what are you going to have? That's the point. I have something very tangible here to show, to commemorate all of my hard work, and to show that I have something that the people who only want to criticize me, they only want to hate me. This is a symbol of my success. This is a symbol of my success, not only as a YouTube creator, but a symbol of my success in life. And the fact that the people who only want to criticize me, who only want to try to bring me down, will never have this. And I'm not talking about the plaque. I'm talking about the success. Because imagine if your haters spent as much time on themselves as they did bringing you down. Imagine what kind of a world we would live in if people spent as much time working on themselves as they do tearing other people down. So think about that. The next time somebody wants to bring you down, family, friends, people you don't know, and like I said, I kind of came up close and personal with one this week who's just spent a lot of time in life just really trying to bring me down, and really got to see this person for who they are. And they're sad, they're broken, they're wounded, and they don't know how to get out of that. And so instead, they're just going to hate me. And think about that. The next time somebody wants to criticize you, the next time somebody wants to accuse you of stuff that, you know, they don't understand, and just be proud of who you are. I mean, if you wake up every day and your intent is to be a better person, to be a good person, to live your life to the fullest, to, you know, practice self-examination and self-awareness and growth every day, and if you don't wake up in the morning thinking, how can I screw somebody else over? How can I make somebody else feel really bad about themselves? How can I shame somebody just for living their lives? If you don't do those things, you're already a step ahead of the people who are going to try to bring you down. And so remember that. I'm sharing everything. I'm kind of a little personal again today about the haters, which I haven't done in a long time, but because I got up close and personal with one this week, it's on my mind. And in that one single person became the face for all of them. And you know, I've said in a recent video that I've been really kind of working on that, and you know, I've gotten to a point where I'm not as emotionally invested in any of it. And don't be emotionally invested in other people's wounding. Don't get emotionally invested in other people's opinions about you. Hang on, I need coffee. The more you buck the system, the more you, especially as a woman, dare to As someone, a couple people have told me over the years that I'm kind of smudging, what is it, gender lines? That's not what they said. Gender bending. I'm gender bending. Think about all the explorers. Jack Kerouac, who's the guy on the road. Was it Jack Kerouac? All those guys, the beatniks who were explorers, and all the male explorers that we celebrate in our history. We talk a little bit about some of the female explorers, but not a lot. But going out to explore, live off the land, John Muir, they're all men. And so a woman being out here, and I am seeing so many women out here. There are so many women out here. We are all gender bending. We're gender bending. We're not staying at home. We're not taking care of the grandkids. We are saying, you know what? Men have been doing it for eons, going out and doing what they want to do in life. Why can't women? And more women are doing that. And it drives some people nuts. So when you buck the norm, when you embrace the masculine in you, and you set boundaries, healthy boundaries like I do, when you decide that you're going to make choices that are best for you, that doesn't mean that you're not still there for the people you love. I'm very much there for the people I love. In fact, videos coming up recently. A friend of mine was having a really hard time, and I hightailed it to the Bay Area and said, come on, we're going for a road trip. That doesn't mean that you're completely absent from the people that you love, but it means that you are giving yourself and your own needs priority sometimes, sometimes at least. I mean, most mothers know that you're not even in the top 10 of priorities when you're raising kids, and maybe it's time that you are a priority. And the very fact of stating that I'm a priority now is an act of activism, right? It's an act of what's the word? What did Viola Davis say? My authenticity is an act of rebellion. Rebellion is the word I'm looking for. Literally, me doing what I'm doing is pretty much an act of rebelling. And I want you to use me as an example, that if I can weather the storm of hundreds, thousands maybe, of people who hate me for daring, having the audacity to take up space, having the audacity to say my time is valuable and the time that I put into making videos is worth something. So yeah, I expect to get paid for it. And I expect to get paid decently for it. That's not to say that I expect everybody to send me money. That's, I've said it before. That is to say that I expect to make a decent living at this. And if I have tools at my hands, at my exposure, if I have tools to be able to make a decent living, including Patreon, where if you join Patreon, I give you extras. I give you a lot of extra stuff for your extra support. Or, even if you're just here every time I make a video, and those are all the ways that people support me. And I'm not going to apologize that sometimes I say, yeah, join a super chat. Yeah, sometimes join Patreon. I am not going to apologize. I'm not going to apologize for valuing my time. I'm not. There's nothing wrong with that, ladies. There's nothing wrong with putting a value on your time. And the way our society values, is money. Money is value in our society. And how other, so money is valuable in our society, but I fully understand also that not everybody wants to or can invest in my channel financially. And so I also think there are other ways to value my channel. A simple thank you. And I love it when people say thank you. I recognize all the work you put in. That means as much to me as a financial contribution. Thank you for all the work you put into your videos. And I get that a lot. That means a lot to me. I don't need everybody. Anyway, that's not what this is about. But there are different ways to value people's time. There are different ways to value your time. There are different ways to value your experience. It doesn't necessarily have to be money. And we all know that, when we have friends who just support us no matter what we do, that means a lot to us too. So, okay, I feel like I totally lost my train of thought there. What I'm trying to talk to you about is value, that your time is valuable. A lot of people out here are of working age, and I don't want you to feel ashamed for needing to make a living however you're making a living. And if people don't understand it, it's not your problem. If you don't understand it, it's not your problem. If you don't understand my mission here because you don't have the maturity to understand my value, that's not my problem. And it's not your problem too. So people will always people who are not successful. And that means people who, and I'm not talking about just business or financial success. I'm talking about success of living your life your way, success of following your dreams, success of having a dream and setting a goal and achieving it, success of a woman being able to just set a boundary and say no, the success of knowing that you are living your true, authentic self, despite your whole family ostracizing you or even scapegoating you or cutting you off because you speak your truth. Those are all not symptoms of success, baby, but those are signs of success. And again, I am here embracing my success finally for the first time in my life, able to say that, to show you that I want you to reach for your success. That's my hope for you in 2020, that I'm going to continue to be here. I'm going to continue to speak freely and openly, maybe even more so, because I'm getting emboldened now that I'm not so worried about what some people say about me. I'm me. People watch me because I'm authentic, because I help you see that if I can do it, anybody can do it. I fall down, I fail, I make mistakes. I say elderberries or pokeberries, which are very poisonous. I screw up a lot. But if I can do this, you can do anything that you want to do. All right? That's my little pep talk for the day. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm honored. I love my job. This time of year, I'm honored that I get to meet viewers and hear your stories and hear that, yes, indeed, me being here matters. Not just here, not just like the literal, wow, that's pretty profound. Maybe that's what's going on. That not only being here making videos, but just being here. Wow. You have all made me realize that just me being here, not on YouTube, not making videos, but just my life, me, I matter. I've never had that. When you have parents who don't want you around and, run in the opposite directions just to stay away from you, and you have a lifelong of stuff that comes from that, abandonment and stuff like that, and difficulty with relationships, you start wondering why you're here, and you start thinking you don't belong here, you don't deserve to be here. And so not only have you all helped me keep making videos because you like me being on YouTube, you tell me that me being here matters. And I want to tell you that you being here matters. We all matter. Our voices matter. And I'm honored that I get to be here to show you that you matter and to tell you that you matter. And that if I've been through what I've been through and I'm here, you can too. Okay? Happy New Year. Have a wonderful day. I did an interview with Mike Wendland from the RV Lifestyle podcast the other day. I'm going to put links to his YouTube channel and the podcast below. So if you want something to listen to or watch today, check that out. He's a great guy. He and his wife do a podcast, and it's really, really, really good. And I don't say that about a lot of videos and stuff in the RV. There's a lot of repetition in the RV world. It's getting pretty saturated. They do like a news thing on their podcast. Like they give RV news, like things around the country, like fun places to go and laws and things that might affect us, and news and laws. I can't remember exactly what I heard, but stuff about public lands. It's like a valuable resource, and he's a great guy. I liked him a lot. Fun to listen to. Just a good, kind-hearted guy. I could really tell in the time that I spent with him. So check out RV Lifestyle. Check out their podcast. Listen to the interview with me that we did about a week and a half ago. And subscribe to their channel too. And they've got really good information. So if you're looking for really good information, they both have a history in being reporters. So they are the experts that I'm not. They probably do, a better job of fact checking and things like that than I do. I just want to make videos. I don't want to have to do this pesky little things like fact check. That's another thing. I'm finally embracing that. Like, I am a public figure. People do listen to me as a trusted source, and I have to take that responsibility. I have to take that a little more seriously and take that responsibility a little more to heart. I really was like, I just want to make videos and share my life. And literally, like this week, I was like, oh crap, I'm a public figure, and people do look to me for information and advice. So I kind of need to get my crap together on that side and be more attention to detail oriented, which I am not, as many of you know. But Mike and his wife, and I only met with him. So they have a great podcast. They're wonderful. I enjoyed listening to them. So check it out. Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. A million thank yous to everyone who is here telling me that I matter. And, again, I talked about making a living on YouTube because that came up this week, again, with somebody accusing me of manipulating and stealing and begging. And so I wanted to talk about that a little bit because in the reference of the bigger picture of how women's time is not valued, and your time is valuable. And also, I talk about just living your dreams. But if you're a woman still of working age, most likely you're not earning as much as your male counterparts. I know I didn't. Then there's just a general consensus, and this is what I see, that my time doesn't matter. My time isn't valuable. The 40-50 hours a week that I was putting into making videos and running a business they aren't valued. How dare I ask to be paid for that? How dare I ask that people who watch my videos, if you can, you might want to help keep the channel alive. How dare I ask that, But for those who can't, I just keep reiterating, I love everybody who is here, who watches me, who supports my channel by thanking me, who hits the thumbs up every time, who shares my videos. You all matter to me. I just want to say that. But I'm also not going to apologize for needing to make a living doing this so that I can keep doing it. And I invite every woman out there to kind of take a look this year at your time, and know that it's valuable. Your time is valuable. So thank you all so much. I appreciate you. Thank you for your beautiful messages, and helping me grow as well as a human being. Okay? Check out the RV Lifestyle Podcast. Have a wonderful day and a wonderful 2020, and I will see you all soon. In the meantime, be happy, be free, and be kind. Mwah. Happy 2020! Yay!